Hey y'all, happy Friday. Hey, I'm sorry y'all can't hear this song, child. I am not trying to get a copyright strike. Come on in the room, y'all. Come and get some of this tonight. Let me dance for y'all. This is how me and Michael be dancing. Oh, this air feels so good. Hey y'all, we're gonna be talking about this issue with beefs about Peggy. Hi Peggy. It's an island mix. Island mix. It's a group of island mix, calypso, reggae. That's one thing I miss about home, you know. Saturday, we put on our music all afternoon. We're dancing, cleaning the house. Good evening. Oh, Kimberly, I'm sunshine now, Kimberly. Oh, you must be trying to bribe me or something. How y'all doing, y'all? Peggy, what's up? Peggy, you need to be called. Why you don't have my number, baby? And Kimberly. Saturday afternoon, we'll be home cleaning the house. We're going to be talking about this thing with B. Simone. Welcome back to Church Girls Want to Get Married. I'm your DJ, but y'all just can't hear what I'm saying. Chloe, hey Chloe. Something I need to ask Chloe. 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 You want to go out and come back again, boo boo? Oh, 484. Chloe, why'd that sound just like the same number you had the other day, baby? Why'd that sound? Mm. Ooh, 494. She's almost at Hercules. Chloe. Okay, okay, Peggy, hold on. Let me get to the good part. Hold on, Peggy. Let me get to a good part. Something that I can actually translate. Ooh, no, why are you doing that to me? You can't play that. Yes, but no. Wait. Wait a minute. Y'all see me? God has done a work in me. Kimberly, what happened? Transition. And this transition will take place. Wait a minute. What's that? What is that? Sweet Jesus. Was y'all hearing that all this time? But let me find something I could sing for y'all. That one I can't. I just love the music. I can't sing it. Um, I'm out of my cave. I usually stay until it's time to preach. Oh yes, honey. Come on out, baby. Come on out. Come on out. Come on out. Yes, because we need to talk about this, Kimberly. I love your comment, what you said about this. And it's not so much about B Simone. It's not specifically about her, but it's just about women having a right to choose. Like, what's wrong with us choosing their husband? Let me rewind. I can't sing that part. I don't. Give me another chance, baby. Give me another chance. One more night. One more night. More night. Give me just one more night. More night. Give me just one more night. One more night. Sweet without you. Okay, that's enough, child. I'm not trying to get no copyright strike. I beg you, girl, me rosa cold without you, and I can't live without you. Me, I beg you one more night. Harold, hey, babe, how are you doing? Me not afraid if you say, girl, please stay. Give me just one more night. One more night, girl. Give me just one more night. He begging his girl to stay. Give me just one more night. Okay, y'all, let's get into this because I am not trying to stay on here all night. Harold, I'm good. How are you? Girl, me don't want you to stray. Me don't want you to leave. Me don't want you to leave. Me, I beg you one more night, please, dear. Just one more night. How y'all do? I'm not staying on here all night, honey. This air over here is fixing my life, and this cup of tea is fixing my life. We go, ooh, too sweet, honey, too sweet, too sweet. We're gonna talk about this really quick, guys. So I have posted the video on my ooh, too loud, on my page about B Simone. If you didn't see it, check it out for me. Where she said she wanted an entrepreneur for a husband. She didn't want a 9 to 5. And oh, the internet went into uproar. And my question was, what's wrong with what she wants? Why be so offended about what she wants? If you didn't see that video, check this out at here. And so I wanted to just have a live chat with you guys. I love, 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 love what Kimberly said. I love what Marvina. Marvina texted me. Let me text her back. I love what Marvina said, and the reason why, and I usually don't get into these things because, I just don't think it's, I don't have anything to say about it. But also, some people talk about that book situation. I'm going to come back and call it book. I'm going to come back and talk about that whole book situation that she stole. She plagiarized somebody's book. So that's why I want you guys to know. I don't even know the girl. Somebody had asked in a group, in a author group where we go read the B Simone book. I was like, who? And there was like, B Simone, you don't know who B Simone is? And I'm like, no, I don't know who B Simone is, because I don't really follow Instagram people, and just whatever. Okay. And so then it was the entrepreneur, and then, oh my gosh, she stole somebody's content. So I'm gonna come back. Hi Edward. I've been seeing your comments. I'm getting to them. I'm on vacation from my Bible study group, but I will be uploading a few videos. Excuse me. Hi Edward, how are you? What time is it there? 6:35 here. PM here. What time is it? So it's not so much about her, but it's about our right to choose. And this hit home for me because I've had this issue with people, especially in the church world, who could not accept or respect my right. That's why I had to stop telling people what I wanted in a husband and all of this stuff, because they just couldn't Lord Jesus. 30 days, New Jersey, coronavirus, coronavirus public health emergency extended by 30 days. State of emergency stays in effect. So what does that mean? Does that mean the girls that went back to work can stay another month? I'm still home. I'm going to be home till September, if the baby goes back to school. Oh, 12:35. Oh, middle of the day for you. Yeah. Welcome, my dear. So, Edward and Harry, did you guys hear about what B. Simone said about she did not want a 9 to 5 guy? She wanted an entrepreneur because an entrepreneur will understand her lifestyle. A lot of people are mad, both men and women. She says he will not understand my husband. Oh my God, he said something so fabulous. I should have written it down. He's not even here. He took the baby out. Um, and I just don't understand. Like, don't we have a right to choose what we want in a husband? What a type of husband? No, 9 to 5. Do you know who 9 to 5 are? 9 to 5 are lawyers, right? Technically, they have office hours. Doctors, businessmen like my husband are 9 to 5, sort of. Professors, right? Directors of programs. So these are not all blue collar type guys. And I think when they heard 9 to 5, they hear blue collar, because they always go in uproar about that. They always go in uproar about the blue collar guy. But I think that's what a lot of people hear. But she's saying no, she don't want no 9 to 5, not the doctor, not the lawyer, not the police officer. She wants somebody who is an entrepreneur. 4 people in the room, 5,000. Thank you. Because an entrepreneur will understand her lifestyle. And he won't be questioning her about why she's in the debate. Well, she's up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I hate that word grinding. I told you what that word mean back home, right? And a lot of people were mad at her. And I'm like, well, what's wrong with us having the right to choose what we want and have what we want? I mean, isn't it our right to do so? Oh, I meant to text Marvina. I'm only going to be on for about an hour because I have to tape another show. So let me read what I'll wait to see if Marvina comes on. Kimberly, you're still on. You're still here. Let me read what Kimberly. It was what you said was just powerful, and what Marvina said too. Okay. Kimberly said I had several requirements before I would consider dating a man. Of course, you need to. I know in a lot of church we talk about I ain't got no list. You don't need no list. We all have a list. You all have a list. Okay. Do you want him to be saved or not saved? Oh, saved, right? Okay, saved. You want him to be saved, right? Okay. You want him to have a job or no job? You're going to take care of No. I want him to have a job. Okay. So you want him to be saved. You want him to have a job. Okay. Um, um, if he say he want to be a stay-at-home husband, you okay with that? No. I don't want him to be. I need to go. So you do have a list of things that you want in a husband, right? So Kimberly says I had several requirements before I would consider dating a man. He had to be a Christian man with no children. Thank you. Christian man with no children. Me too. Even though I was open, that ear child. Ooh. Even though I was open for with a man that if he had a kid, I would be a little bit open because I had a child. So for me, that was a negotiable. That was something that I could negotiate in my mind. Okay, he has a kid. Is that something you can work with? Or he had 3 kids. No, one man had 5 kids, child. I asked my pastor, he want to have lunch. I told my pastor, I said, for what? What am I going to see him for? He got 5 kids that he got custody of, and he's in the military. Who's going to be taking care of those 5 kids? Not me. He had to be a Christian man with no children, educated. Amen. I love educated men too. Okay. And she said, gainfully employed. Amen. Gainfully employed. You want him to work or you going to take care of him? Which one? You want him to? Oh, so you do have a list. And when I'm talking to these people who claim they don't have no list, they just want God to send a man, just any man. And that's probably why we are where we are, especially in the church, with divorce being over 50%. Divorce is 51. The last time I did my research I think to write The Naked Wife, or was it 23 Types? Divorce was 51% in the church, y'all. 51%. And what that tell you? 51% in the church and 50% in the world. So the people in the world were doing better than the people in the church. And you know why the people in the world was doing better? Because they were conscious about who they were. We over here in the church, oh, as long as he's saved, and he's saved, but he's a saved devil. How many women married saved devil? My book, The Naked Wife, is full of them. And you would think by now that the church would kind of get it, like, you need to be more than saved, brother. You need to be more than saved. Okay. Kimberly said tall and slim. Amen. I love tall men. I couldn't do a little short man. But for me, my range. I always have a range. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't have to be exact for me as long as he was tall. She said tall and slim. They can have their build-a-man. Ladies, set your standards high and do not compromise. By the way, my husband is all that, including the gorgeous eyes. Amen. He has gorgeous eyes.
I'm here, Mom.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Why are you doing video? It's so late. It's sleepy time.
Oh, you just came from the park.
Oh,
and you're telling me why I'm doing a video. It's too late. It's sleepy time. But
I'm sweaty.
You're sweaty.
It's not nap time.
You just said it was nap time. You just said it's sleepy. You just said it's sleepy time. So it's time for us to go to bed. Right after this, I'm going to give you a bath. I'm going to wash your hair. Hot tea, hot tea, hot tea, hot tea.
Yeah, I got spanky face.
No. Go over there. Take your shoes off. Put them in your shoes box. I was young. I should have requested that he was born again. But you said Christian. Well, I learned when I came over here. Christian don't really mean Christian. I came over here. Everybody was a Christian. I was, wait a minute now. It was a church shock. You hear me? Over here, everybody was a Christian. Shacking up, cussing, smoking, drinking, whatever. Haven't been to church in 50 years. You're a Christian. I'm like, wait a minute now. Then I learned, are you born again? Jesus said, you must be born again. Okay. Hi, babe. Marvina, I was texting her to see she was going to come on. Marvina said something. So this is two different women who with two different perspectives. And this is what I love. Like we should be free to say, to have what we want. This is your life partner. Next to the Lord Jesus Christ, making a decision for Christ, your next most important decision is the person that you will spend your life on earth with, because technically, intentionally, God's original intention is that we would be married and spend our life for forever with this one person. Yes, life happened, stuff happened, divorce happened. I had a baby at 16. I didn't get married till I was 35 and all this stuff. My husband didn't get married until he was in his mid-40s. Okay. How old were you when you got married, Kimberly? Who else is on? Peggy, are you still on? Chloe, are you still on? How old were you when you got married? Edward, you still here? How old were you when you got married? Marvina, Janice. No, that's not the one. This is the one. Marvina, the man I want is a man that is easygoing. A great personality is everything. A man that puts home and my heart first. I love that. He cares about your heart. Okay. A man that works, that can come home and mow the yard, fix things around the house. Now, my husband don't cut the grass. You still... Kimberly says she is still married. Amen. You got work through some of those things. Hallelujah. Amen. You're still married. That's a blame. You got married young and you still... I was 23. Ooh, young Edward. How long y'all been married, Edward? Ooh, that's young, child. Young, honey. Edward was a baby. And I said in the video, I said, my husband don't cut our grass. He's too busy to cut our grass. So he got a landscaper. That's okay. That's jobs we're providing in the community. one of my church sisters, she said, Janice, let me turn this air, honey. It is in my face. Okay. Oh, Edward is divorced. Oh my Jesus. Over 30 years, Edward. What y'all? That sound like my godmother. She was married 30 years, and when I met her, she was already divorced 30 years. And she said, I said, well, what? Wait a minute now. What did you go through at 30 years that you didn't go through during the 30 years that you couldn't work through? And she said it's stuff that was always happening that they never rectified, that she finally got up and say, this is it. He took out a second mortgage on the house she didn't know. He took out a second mortgage on the business she didn't know. You know, back, my godmother's 96, so you know, back in those days, women didn't know much. They didn't know nothing. Whatever he said went. Okay. Sister Angie bought me, she said, when I was getting married, she said, I'm gonna buy you either this or that. So I chose the lawnmower because I'm like, okay, Michael's gonna cut the grass. Michael cut the grass one time when we first moved here. The landscaper company that the owner of the house had, we didn't like him because he was not taking care of the lawn. And our realtor said, Janice, if you get your lawn together, you can add $25,000 to the value of your home just by fixing the lawn. And I was like, but wait, they have a landscaper. So we said, no, we didn't want that landscaper. My husband cut the grass one time. One time. We moved here in July. Forget it. June, July, August, September. My husband's not. He's like, hey, hey, bye, hi, bye, hi, bye, hi, bye. Okay. And then we got a landscaper. We've been through 3 landscapers. The last one we've had him for about 3 years. Well, he starts slacking up. I was like, nope. It's like, Mike, we gotta get somebody else. And so we just got a new landscaper last week. Okay. When we moved in this house, my husband said, this is a big house. I'm gonna get you somebody to help you clean it. I said, thank you. Thank you, Jesus. I'm not gonna say no to that. She said, a man works that can come home and mow the yard, fix things around my house. And my husband fixed little stuff around the house, but he's not gonna fix no boiler. our what's the guy that do the boiler? He down the street. He put in when the boiler break. Wait a minute, I'm mixing them up. There's the boiler and then there's the furnace, right? Okay, so PSNG came and put one in. Was it the furnace? What is it that heats the house, y'all? Oh no, I gotta ask Mike. Anyways, PSCNG came in the snowstorm January 25th. I will never forget it because Mike had just got home. Yeah, Mike had just got home from his midwinter conference. He came home Friday night and we had a snowstorm Saturday and the boiler went out. That's the one that heats the house, right? And he was like, okay, pack her stuff. Let's go to the hotel. And we had to go to the hotel because it was a snowstorm. Called PSCNG. They said, we called the plumber, John. He comes and he said, Mike, it's cracked. It don't make sense fixing it because you're going to keep calling me to fix it. You have to get a new furnace. Furnace? Is the furnace that heats the house? Okay, the furnace. Yeah, because we didn't have any heat. We did not have any heat. We had to go to the hotel. And you know the crazy thing about that, when we bought the house, the inspector said, you got 3 years on this boiler. In 3 years, you're going to have to get a new boiler. That was our 3rd year. That was January of our 3rd year. We closed on the house in July of that year. Say it would have been 3rd year. So he was like, I'm giving you 3 years on this boiler. This boiler's going to go out. Okay. So we went to the hotel. It was a snowstorm. That was Saturday. PSNG could not come out until Tuesday. They came out. They looked at it. Mike signed all the paperwork, blah, blah. They said, okay, we can't come back till Thursday. So they came Thursday. They were here Thursday, Friday, I think. and then you have to let the house air out for a day. So then we was in the hotel for a whole week. And then another time, Mike was not here. So I tell y'all, the devil was acting. Whenever my husband's not here, the devil acts up, y'all. But I got it. Last year, I caught it. So Mike was not here, and I hear this water in the basement. And I'm like, what's that water, child? No, I ain't going down. 2 days. I keep hearing this water. And I went down there. He was gone for like a whole week. And I was Marva. Hey, Marva. I called I was like, I keep hearing this water. He said, go down and check to see. Y'all, there was water in the basement. He said, okay, I'm gonna call John. So John came over. He patched the boiler. Is that what it was? The boiler. And Juan, the other guy down the street, he said, okay, Mike, go to Home Depot, order the boiler, pick it up, and I'll come put it in. And that's what he did. He came and put the boiler in. I quickly found out my ex couldn't fix anything. This may be silly, but I want a handyman. He must, of course, have a good job. I love a man that can build a gazebo or put on a cord of writing a check for someone else to do it. The man that wants to marry me is the maintenance man for his church. Okay, so those are two different types of man. To me, it really doesn't matter for me. Then my brother, he's in construction. My brother did my house for me. He painted my whole house. Anything that needed to be, he did my stairs. He put in a new closet for Lexi. When we move in, he came and he did what you need done. He do this, do the painting, the whole house, did the floors. That was a waste because I was trying to get the floors lighter. And the guy he got to do the floors, he got upstairs. After he got upstairs, he gonna tell me, oh, Miss Thompson, it's dark cherry. I don't think it's gonna get lighter. After waste all this time, when he did the test over there in the corner, he should have said, I think he did it just to get the money. He should have said, this is not it's cherry wood. The floor is cherry, and the cherry is all the way through. So my floor I have dark floors. I don't like my floors. Okay, so those are two different perspective of the type of husband that women need. But it's okay because it's your choice. It's what you want. So I just don't understand, why do you guys think they were mad at her? I really think when she said she don't want 9 to 5, they heard blue collar. That's what they heard, because they always upset with women when we say, I don't want a blue collar guy, I want a white collar guy. So I really do believe they hear, because who wouldn't want a doctor? Child, who would not want a doctor or a lawyer or a businessman? My husband is an executive. Hello, executive director, executive vice president. Who would not want that? It's okay if she wants an entrepreneur. Like, what's the problem with that? But I really do think they heard she don't want a blue collar guy, because they get real defensive. Oh, Kimberly was 22, baby. You too young, boo, too young. Marva, let me read your comment. I agree. We have a right to choose what we want. You remember the saying, if I knew back then what I know now. There you go. That's it. Do you know how many women have regrets? Michael?
Yeah.
Why are you in my kitchen?
I just
You checking who? Daddy's not upstairs? Oh, he's probably doing the water. He's moving he's doing the lawn, Michael. Oh, okay. No, I'm gonna give you a bath, Michael. Give me a minute. Daddy's tired. I'll give you a bath. Okay, Daddy's gonna give you a bath and wash your hair. Okay. Do you know how many women have regrets, y'all? Those of you who have the naked wife, do you know how many of these women have regrets? Either marrying somebody that the church wanted them to marry, or Kimberly Robinson, who was a broke man. Who was a broke man? Huh? You mean in the book? Are those Kimberly? Edward. I think this is a mermaid. I love mermaids. I love the Little Mermaid. I have lots of Little Mermaid stuff around here. Look at this, the mermaid. I have a mermaid cup. My daughter used it earlier, so I couldn't use it. Um I have a big mermaid tail around here somewhere. Ooh, that smells so good in there. Woo! Mm. Let me open up that again. I'm still waiting. Okay, I'm still Marva, did you get the naked wife or you got 23 types of guys? I can't find my mermaid. I had to move my girly stuff because my mic was working all week. He was working all week, so I had to put family pictures up and not the little girly stuff. Okay, I'm gonna read. Okay, I'm gonna read the titles, and you guys tell me which one you want me to read. Okay, what time is it? 37. So I might be able to read two. I'm only staying on an hour because I have to go tape another show. Daughters to the Slaughter, Coming to America, Dirty Socks and Cold Soup. One tier. Oh, you know which one I should read? Training Bra and Blonde. All I Want for Christmas. Wait a minute. Let me read that one. That's what under finances. I think it's finances. Prenup. Ooh, Kimberly, I should read that one. I should read that one. 181. Let me read that. Yo, I need to tape this other show, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it, y'all. She just sent the article to me, Alyssa. Alyssa, you just sent me the article. Oh no, that was green. I'm telling you, this thing, this coronavirus, it's straight from the pits of hell, saints. We got to pray. 181 prenup. For those of you who don't believe it, where is Marvina? Come on, Z. Who that? Who's Z? Oh, sleep. 181. Oh, a very special man. That's good. That's okay. Prenup. Prenup. If a woman is in her 30s and older Every time I'm reading, I'm like, I need more light. And has a little something. Why would you want to get married without a prenup? Isn't that what we were saying the other day, Kimberly? I have been on my own since I was 17. No. Let me read the other one first. Let me read, I don't need a man for his money. Let me read that one first. I'm going to read the two that has to do with prenups, okay? 181. No. I don't believe in prenups. 185. Ooh, why didn't I put that one first? 185. 185. I don't believe in prenups. This is from the Naked Wife, available. Go on Cash App me. Okay, you can order it on my blog, or you could Cash App me, Janice Hylton. I don't remember how much it is. Kimberly, how much was this? I need to go in there and change my prices. I don't know how much it was. I don't know. I don't know. Or order on Amazon. If you want it, like Kimberly say, if you guys order it, you will get it quick. For me, I order it through the Author Central, a month. Makes no sense. Okay. I don't believe in prenup. This is from page 185 of my book, The Naked Wife. I just don't think that saints should sign prenups. I think that is a sure plan that the marriage will fail, and we should love each other and work out any issues we have. If you have a prenup, then you are just planning for a divorce. I'll do another live on this. Do y'all think that? I used to believe that. That was until the judge told me that I must pay my ex 3 years of alimony. She lucky she only had to pay 3 years, okay? I think I fainted in the courtroom. Alimony. Yes, alimony, and sell our home and split the profits. The home that he couldn't even come up with half of the down payment. He could not come up with half of the down payment. You know, down payment is not that much. I mean, depending on where you buy, and you know. Kimberly says she I don't know so much. So Kimberly, you got which one? You need this one, right? I don't want to say the wrong. I can hear her now. I can hear you. You open the package and you see 2 or 3 times. So 2 or 3 times. I can hear you now. What in the world is this? Did she just send me the wrong book? Okay. So he couldn't come up with half the down payment. Okay. All right. So much for marrying a man that makes less than me. Never again will I date, marry, or even talk to a man that makes less than me. It is a waste of my time. I had to pay that scum alimony. I was livid. And you know what? And when I was getting married, my daddy told me to sign a prenup, and I said, no, church folks shouldn't sign prenup, and we need to trust God. Well, I believe God, and what did I get? 3 years of paying a man alimony because I made 4 times what he did. We fight all the time about money. For what reason, I don't know. He felt that I was putting away money, but that is something I have always done. Save for a rainy day, retirement, Roth IRA, and so on. Thank God the judge didn't make me split that up. I don't know what we were supposed to do as single women. Many women today are making a whole lot more than our counterparts. Women with big incomes are not meeting men who are in our income brackets. Therefore, it's either take a chance with the man who makes less or stay alone, because if it doesn't work out, you will end up having to pay him. That man was so insecure about my few dollars that I refused to have kids with him. It was too stressful. From the time we got engaged to the wedding, honeymoon, and the car I bought myself for my 40th birthday that I have been saving towards for 5 years, to me breathing, it seemed like. When I came in the house with a new pair of shoes, he behaved as if he wanted to fight me. Hmm. There you go. There you go. Miss, I don't believe in prenups. Okay. Now we're going to go back to page 181. And this one is prenup. If a woman is in her 30s or older and has a little something, why would you get married without a prenup? I have been on my own since I was 17 when my parents kicked me out because I got pregnant. My aunt, who didn't have any kids, took me in and raised my daughter and I like her own. Since I had a child that was on and was on public assistance, I was able to get free financial aid, and I went on to become a lawyer. My uncle, my aunt's husband, was a lawyer, and I had lawyer friends who hired me, and I did pretty well for myself. I met my guy when I was 36, and by the time I was 37, he proposed. We didn't discuss money. Marvina, I just read your comment. You're going to have to go back and watch it. How are you, my dear? Let me turn this ear off. We didn't discuss money much because we were both doing financially well. He was a social worker, so there weren't any financial issues. One day while at lunch, I asked him what he thought about prenups. He said he would not sign one, and that is it is just saying we don't trust each other, and if we love each other, then we don't need one. I stated that I would like for us to sign a prenup because I have worked very hard to build a nest egg for my daughter, and I wanted to make sure that her interests were protected. He mentioned that he was not concerned about that for his daughter. So he has a daughter, and he's not concerned about the nest egg he has built for his daughter. I asked him about the planned saving investment he had for his daughter, and he said he had none. I should have brought my little teacups out. So this man who is, if she's 36, 37, so that means I'm going to give him, he's in the same age group, say 40. Okay. I asked him if he knew that according to our state law, if the marriage didn't work, everything had to be split 50-50. And he asked what was wrong with that. I joked. Wait, I need the ear back on. I need the ear back on. I need the ear back on. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. She said, well, according to our state law, if the marriage don't work out, everything has to be split 50-50. And he said, what's wrong with that? She said she choked. She choked. Lord have mercy. Sweet baby Jesus. Oh, Lord Edward. Oh my gosh. I asked him what he had just said. All my investment retirement accounts, all of the properties I had, everything split 50-50. Did he think that was fair? He said we didn't have to worry about that because we were not getting a divorce. So I asked him if he had life and car insurance. He said yes. I asked why he had why if he had planning on having an accident or dying anytime soon. He said no. But what if he had an accident? What if he dies soon? Would his daughter be taken care of? Yes. So what was the difference between his life and car insurance and a prenup to make sure that my daughter's interests were protected. No answer. I gave him the ring back a few months later. Sorry, I have worked too hard to build a life for my daughter and myself to risk it all. People are quick to say that's planning to have a divorce. Broke and poor folks get divorced every day. And why wouldn't you want to make me comfortable? How do I know you are not after my money? If you love me and you don't want any money, if you just want me, then sign the prenup. Sorry, I will stay by myself and hold my pillow before I marry a man that doesn't want to sign a prenup. I want more kids, and God has blessed me to afford a lot of them with a living nanny, so I will adopt. There are a lot of kids that need a nice home. If I meet a man who is well off and he asks me to sign a prenup, I don't mind signing and would in the heartbeat because I have my own money. I have worked hard to provide a comfortable life for my daughter and myself. How well am I financially? Truth, I can retire 40 if I want to. And I just might. I have always wanted to teach law. So I have been thinking of resigning from the law firm and getting an adjunct position at my alma mater, teach law, and possibly adopt a few kids. So this guy wouldn't sign a prenup. She was like, "Oh no, honey." He would basically come out a millionaire just about because she had a lot of money. See, I don't have a problem with signing a prenup, none at all. Let me read Training Bra, and then I think it's time for me to go because I have to record another show and I need to go check on the boy. They've been out most of the day. What y'all think about those two stories I just read? Blinds and Training Bra, $198. Okay, honey, I'm telling y'all, sit down. If y'all standing up, if you're in the kitchen with a skillet, put the skillet down and sit on down. If you're near the knife, move away from the knife, okay? Because this one here has taken the whole cake. Blinds and Training Bra. All I wanted for Christmas was a training bra for my baby girl and some blinds. My husband was so cheap that cheapness should be declared a disease. He was so cheap that he would only put $5 of gas in the car, enough for me to go to the supermarket and come home. Really? I had to walk 12 blocks to drop the kids off and pick them up from school because he didn't want to waste money. But be it rain, snow, or sleet, we had to walk. The devil is a lie. I had my own, but I'm not signing. You was young, Kimberly, 23. 23 is young. I think at 23, you're young. You could still get away with. $35, $40, girl, you have to start looking at him differently. You have to still look at Edward, listen to this story. And Edward Marvina said, "Are you talking about my text message?" No, Marvina, I was reading the comments about why B Simone, why we can't have the B Simone video I did. Okay. Wait a minute, Edward. Wait a minute now. Let me finish the story and then tell me what you think after I read it, okay? So she had to walk. He didn't allow me to work, which made no sense. Why not allow me to work to bring in some extra money? Trying to be a submissive Christian wife. I respected his decision. He was so cheap that we only had TV. We only had one TV and one cable box because he said it was a waste of money. I had to let the kids watch TV after school until he got home because once he was home, he didn't share the TV with us. That is when the kids did their homework. I had to wake the kids up at 5 a.m. on the weekend so they could watch their cartoons until he decided to wake up, and then he hogged the TV all day. Really? I was a saver. I bought my first house when I was 23. Oh Lord, Kimberly, yes, you signed no prenup, babe. Well, if you didn't sign no prenup, then that means he was packing. Okay, I think 23 is young. It's still young. Thank God for my mom and dad. One year they brought the kids one of those TVs with the VCR and CD player built in, plus about 50 different movies and cartoons. That was the best Christmas gift ever. He was upset and told me not to use up all his electricity. I would have been left him. That's not somebody I would have married anyways. My breaking point came when my little girl turned 9 and was asking for a cartoon training bra. No, 9 is late. 9 is late for a training bra, right, mommies of girls? You know, about 6, 7, 8. I think Lexa was about 7, 8, 7. I guess 9. Okay, 7, 8 ish, 9. Okay. My breaking point came when my little girl turned 9 and was asking for a cartoon training bra. My little boy wanted a pair of light up sneakers, and I wanted some blinds for the house for Christmas. He wouldn't give us any money because he said it was a waste and we didn't need all of that. And you know, when you buy a gift for the house, that's for the house. That's not for you. Okay? 6 months before, my aunt had died and willed her house and some money to me. She didn't have any children, and she had always treated me as her own, even though her brothers and sisters, my aunts and uncles, had tried to fight it. Once everything was cleared with the lawyer, he brought me a check for $20,000. I cried and shouted for joy. And then the kids came, and I told my daughter she could get her bra and my son his light up sneakers. Meanwhile, he was sitting at the table like he had drunk a bottle of lemon juice. Lord have mercy. Once the lawyer left, he took the check and said that we needed to deposit it and that we needed to let it stay in the bank for a while to make sure that it was okay. I met that guy, not sister, was married to the cheapskate. Your sister was married. Oh no, child. Mm-mm. I couldn't marry no man. No cheap man. Christmas is in 3 weeks, I yelled. He told us not to worry, that he would take care of it. The kids and I stayed up all night and talked and planned what we could do and buy. Days before Christmas, I asked for the money and he brushed it off. Later that day, y'all sitting down? If you're sitting down, put 1 in the comment section. Put 1 in the comment section if you're sitting down. Move away from the kitchen, Kimberly. Move away from the skillet. put 1 if you're listening. If you're ready for it. Kimberly, I have been on my own since I was 11 years old. Oh my God, child. How did you make it? 11. And here I'm crying about 16. Oh my God, girl. Jesus have mercy. You need to write a book. I think every woman should write a book. Y'all ready? I don't see no ones in the story in the comment section. Yes, amen. Great is thy faithfulness. All right, days before Christmas, I asked for the money and he brushed it off. Later that day, he came home and guess what he drove up in? A brand new truck. He used her money, y'all, to buy a brand new truck. Can y'all believe that? And you can buy a training bra for your baby girl, $5, $9. Where is the money I need to buy the kids stuff for Christmas? Oh, that's foolishness, he said. I burst up crying, screaming, and yelling. The kids came outside, the neighbors came out, and I was fighting him. Thank God my neighbor grabbed me because I had picked up a shovel to smash the truck. Oh, it was a big thing. My baby couldn't get a training bra for $9.99, but he used my $20,000 to buy a new truck. I thank God for my neighbor who suggested that we should go down to the bank so they can put a stop payment on the truck and get my money back. It was just a big mess, but that day was my breaking point, and I knew I had to get away from that bastard. I called my parents, and they came and got us. We left everything except what my parents had bought us, and the kids and I moved into the house my aunt left us. That man was selfish, and I was more upset at myself that I had sat there for years and allowed him to treat the kids and me like that. I also blamed the church because because they they said for wives to submit to our husbands, and he has the final decision, and what he says goes. Something is seriously wrong with that thinking. Edward said that guy's cheap and stingy. Marvina, he was cheap toward my sister and his kids, but he had a boat, a motorcycle, a place at the lake. Come on. Selfish, mean, selfish. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read one from this one, Mr. Explanation. Oh my God, this one gets on my nerve. So the book is available on my blog or on Amazon if you want a quick order from Amazon. And Mr. Explanation. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that on the tape. What time? 7:25, child. You know this is my bedtime. I'm about to go jump in the bed with the two Michaels. Mr. Explanation. This is why I feel for that whole beast, Simone. And it's not again, it's you would say, oh my, it's not specifically for her. It's just that women, it's like we don't have a right to choose what we want. And when we say what we want, it's like, ugh, ugh, ugh. Yeah. Ah, what you think you're better than us? No, it's just her right. A woman's right to choose. I mean, we don't say nothing when the men talk about they want big booties and big boobs and all this other stuff. Okay, that's what you want. Go ahead and find it. I told you about that man that asked me about a boob job. Didn't I tell you all about him? Did I tell y'all that story? I can't tell y'all tonight, y'all. I'm tired. I gotta go sleep. I gotta go to bed. You see these eyes? Mm-mm. Mm, 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 mm. There's so many of these. I'm still learning what's because first I had to split him up and move this one over here, and I'll check back for replay. I have a meeting with the bishop. Oh, all right, evangelist. Yes, honey. Yes, check back for the replay. Okay, another 5 minutes once I read this. All right, but we'll love you. Take care. Take care, my dear. Oh my Lord. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I'm done after this, honey. I'm going to bed. Mr. Explanation is in Mr. So, my single sisters, you have a right to choose your husband. You better know what you're choosing too. Stop choosing. See, what women think is, oh, I could deal with it. He's cheap, but I could deal with it. No, you can't. Mm-mm. You cannot deal with it, dear. Because we were not created to be treated cheaply. Okay? We were created for him to spend all of his money on us. All of the money. All the money on us, okay? That's why we shouting from the mountaintop. Girls, don't do it. Don't do it, baby. Don't do it. You think you can deal with it. You think you could deal with a cheap man. You think you could deal with a man who doesn't shower you with love and adoration. You think you can deal with it. But you can't. Because right out about 3 months, 3 months, she gonna start complaining. Girl, let me tell you what he did. We knew. That's why we was trying to tell you. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. Where is Mr. Explanation? Mr. Bill Me, Mr. Struggle, can't keep a job, Mr. If, Mr. Frog, Mr. Potential, Sheet, Mr. Shy, Mr. Trying, Mr. Video Game, Mr. Limp, Mama's Boy, Minimum Wage, Businessman, Hygiene, Roommate, Hobo, Sexual, Mr. Tester, Mr. 50-50, trying to get a record deal, help a brother out, taking care of my mom. We're complicated, unhappily married, divorced, Mr. I'm in a relationship, but Mr. Profession, Mr. Doctor. I thought this was under Mr. Crown Myself. Yeah, Mr. Crown Myself. Mr. Explanation. Yeah, Mr. Explanation. Okay, page 278 of the 23 Types of Guys. Mr. Explanation. This mister needs to be charged with a crime. Have you ever met a guy who is interested in you, but you're not interested in him? You have expressed several times that you are not interested. However, he insists on you explaining repeatedly why you are not interested in him because he is such a great guy. I wish I could write this in my Jamaican dialect because I have had such an issue with men of various nationalities demanding an explanation as to why I was not interested in them. Why isn't sir, thank you so much for your interest in me, but I am not interested enough. Oh, I have felt so harassed by many men because they didn't understand why I didn't feel the same way about them as they did about me. Why can't they understand that just because they are interested in me doesn't mean I'm interested in them? Ladies, I encourage you to stand your ground when talking to a man who insists you give him an explanation about why you are not interested in him. You should not have to explain yourself or go point by point so that he can give a rebuttal. It is not your responsibility to stroke his ego about you not being interested. I am a simple thank you, sir. I am not interested. Should suffice. See, princesses, this is how men feel when they have let you know they don't want you, but you insist on them choosing you. Let him go. Walk away, please. Ladies never have to beg. Okay, so that's Mr. That has to go with the B Simone. You know, Mr. I'm not interested. You just can't accept that she's not interested. I am making my list of ones and deal breakers. Yes, Marvina, make it, honey. Yes, yes. All right, guys, I can only stay an hour tonight. As you can tell, I'm really sleepy. I have another video to record. I'm not sure I'm going to record it, but I'll probably be back on tomorrow, Saturday. I might have an upload to upload tomorrow. I love you. Any questions or statements before I go? Any questions, statements? Anything I can clarify? Oof, that air, child. Let me turn it. Turn it to the other side. Yeah, I'm definitely going to bed. I'm tired. All right. I love you guys. Have a good day. Have a good 4th of July weekend. Happy for if you celebrate, because now they're changing the holiday. If you celebrate 4th of July, happy 4th of July. I love you. Thank you for your love and your support. My blog, my books are available on my blog or on Amazon. Leave a comment. If you've read my book, if you bought a book, just run on over to Amazon and leave a comment for me. I love you guys. I gotta cut my ex's apron strings off. I don't know about that, Marvin. We gotta talk about that. Marvin, we have to talk about that, okay? Happy 4th, Edward. Happy 4th. Okay, guys, I'm going to run. I love you. I will see you all. I'll talk to you all over the weekend. Bye.